Hello, this is Limani Discussion Forum, a program whereby we discuss crucial and important matters in our society, be it political, economical, technological, or any other matter that relates with our society. I will be your host, Hagai Emmanuel Bogo, and today we'll be discussing about the topic whereby it says that the availability of economic opportunities for the youth in the art and crafts sector or industry in Tanzania. And today we're joined by our guest, who is a recent graduate from the University of Dar es Salaam, whereby she had obtained her degree in the Bachelor of Arts in Art and Design in the Creative Arts Department at the College of Humanities. I welcome Mr. Stephen. Welcome to the program.
Thank you so much.
Now, Mr. Stephen, tell us a little bit about your life before you entered into the university. What was your childhood like? I mean, how was it like in general before we get to know the other aspect of your life?
Okay, thank you. First of all, since I was a little girl,
Yes.
I was an ambition to be a fashion designer,
Okay.
and I would like to designing different clothes and to do a lot of things in the fashion industry. So I started to create some clothes, handbags, shoes, and other issues by using hands and using local materials. And there, my fathers see the talent in me
Okay.
and appreciate it,
Okay.
but he didn't want me to go to in the university to study the arts, Bachelor of Arts. But I tried to pursue him, and he agreed.
Okay.
Also, allows me to do what I like.
Let me ask you, when you were growing up, maybe in primary school or maybe in secondary school, did you study, or was there any subject whereby you were taught about maybe art and craft, maybe drawing, maybe subject like vocational skills, whether that kind of subjects?
Right. Since primary and secondary, I studied in the government schools, so there's no such kind of art subjects that were taught in those schools. But in the graduation ceremonies, there was a fashion shows,
Okay.
and I'd like to perform as a model sometimes, and either to showcase my design by using pins to attach in the fabric to make the government relevant. So since there, I observed that I have a talent.
Okay.
So
And when you were a child, is there any particular model or fashion model that you maybe used to see on the TV or maybe on the magazine that maybe you said that maybe that particular model inspires me in being a fashion designer, maybe later on maybe a fashion model?
no,
Not really.
but when I watch the TV shows with Tanzania, I would like to be a miss.
Okay.
But when I was a little girl, it wasn't much. I wasn't prepared that much.
Okay.
So, like that.
Okay. And you say that you studied Bachelor of Arts in Art and Design. Now, for the sake of our dear viewers back at home, what does the Bachelor of Arts in Art and Design, what is it all about?
Okay, Bachelor of Arts in Art and Designs that offered in the University of Dar es Salaam. It deals a lot of things. That Bachelor of Arts in Art and Design offered to provide skills to the students, such as graphic designs, fashion design, and printmaking, and then a lot of art issues. So,
Okay. And when did you exactly start to study that particular degree?
since 2019, I started to study there at the University of Dar es Salaam up to 2020 July.
Okay. And why did you decide to undertake that course or degree in the art and design?
First of all, I decided to undertake that bachelor degree in art and design because first I have passionate about studying art subjects because in advanced level I couldn't get a chance to study art subjects. So when I looked at the university level, it was my pleasure to study art and design because I'd like to expand my knowledge in art and in fashion career that I like before.
And what sort of experience and knowledge that you acquired while studying that particular degree at the University of Dar es Salaam?
Okay, when I was at the University of Dar es Salaam in the creative art department, I've gotten knowledge of printing on fabrics, different printing type of different printings, such as t-shirt printing, fabric printed, and batik printed, such as wax printed batiks, and different types of art issues. Also, it offered me to know how to be a good graphic designer. I learned a lot about graphic designs, how to design a billboard, poster, logo, advertisement, and some stuff like that.
Okay, and you said in the beginning that your father was a little bit resistant to allowing you to undertake that degree, and this is mostly common in Tanzania, if not in Tanzania, but also sometimes in most countries in Africa in general, whereby we see that most young men and young women, when they're about to reach in the university, they are pressured by their parents and their guardians to undertake a certain degree whereby they are not happy to take it, and that they have to do it for the sake of their relatives back at home, or else sometimes they are maybe disowned, or maybe other challenges they face when once they say that they do not want to abide by the rules or by what they have been told. In your case, how was the situation whereby you said that you wanted to study this degree? In details on how your father responded, how was he able to allow you to study that degree?
Okay, on my side, from my father, I didn't a strong resistance about studying the bachelor degree of art. But from my relatives, such as my aunties, sisters, told me, why are you preferring study that kind of subject and you leave that business studies? Because they want me to be a business administrator.
Okay.
And they forced me to select out through that business studies. But when I show my true intention of being an artist, not physically, also practically, doing my DIY projects, they say, okay, Miss Clara, you can go on. It's up to you, because either you are educated or educated or not educated, you can focus on your life. So
Okay.
I didn't get a strong resistance from them, but always my father, he was a big supporter of me. So it wasn't very hard for me.
Okay, and what about for on the side of your friends, maybe your cousins, friends who are the same age as you? What did they say when you were obtaining or wanted to obtain this degree? At the earlier stage, when you were selecting, and you said that this is the kind of the degree that I want to pursue.
Most of my friends, they were laughing at me because in their perception, they think as I have decided poorly to take the subject because they see my performance at the school and they expected me to be somewhere else when they think for them it's better. But for me, I decided for my ambition. So even they speak about anything, I didn't listen to them because I know what I like and where I want to be.
Now, what kind of support did you get from your parents and maybe from some of your friends, those who supported you on your decision of obtaining this particular degree?
Okay, I think a big support I got from my father because he knows me better and he provides support as buying me such materials to do arts issues such as he used to buy me colors, brushes for paintings, used to buy me fabrics for tailoring or sewing that garment and a lot of things they have done for me so as to improve my career.
Okay, and we all know in general that students from different universities undertaking different courses, they experience a lot of challenges, be it in their studies or maybe outside of their studies. As an art student, what sort of challenges that you experience, whether when you were in class or outside the class, especially in this prestigious University of Dar es Salaam?
Sharing that faced me when I was studied there.
Come again?
Sharing that faced me when I was studied at the University of Dar es Salaam.
Yes.
Finding challenge was a big challenge because sometimes we lack the fund from the government and our parents were the...
So it's the student loans, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So, first of all, art, it needs money and time.
Okay.
I think the art material have the huge price. So, big challenge was that lack of funds to buy art materials. Also,
so you also mentioned the issue of time. So how were you able to manage to develop your timetable and maybe say that this particular hour that I am doing is maybe for the theoretical part side of the degree, and maybe these other some of these couple of hours are the part of the developing my practical side of the degree. How are you managing?
okay, I used to manage my time when I was a student there. I used the time when I was out of the class to do my artworks because that time that I got when I was in the universities,
Yes.
in the period sessions, it wasn't enough for me.
Okay.
But when I was outside the university, I was capable of doing a lot of things.
Right. Okay. And normally, for students in the university, there comes a time in their life, most of the time, they have to, well, some of them in the second year, some of them in the first year, they have to pick of a way that they have to do the field in a certain institution, whereby they're doing the practical training in a certain institution. So where did you do your practical training in your second year, maybe on your first year when you were doing that particular degree?
Okay. My practical training I conducted at basically in the fashion industry.
Okay.
And I went to the great famous fashion designers such as Alentura and one known as Mike, who have the fashion brand known as My Taylor brand. I've got there to learn a lot about how fashion industry in Tanzania is growing. So my second semester in the second year, I went to the fashion industry practical training at Alentula's stores and the School of Fashion at Masaki.
Yes.
And to My Taylor brand, that one at Mikocheni, that's located in Mikocheni near the Limamoto Church. And second practical training I've done, it was at Tasuba.
Okay.
Yes. And there we were focused on learning how to create batik. Yes.
So you also mentioned that you create some of your own, some of the custom-made fabrics, products that are a result of the knowledge that you have obtained. So, how is the business like? I mean, how have you set it up? Is it an online business? Is it an ordinary traditional business that we all know that one has to go to the shop and buy those particular goods? How have you created your business?
First of all, I started as an ordinary traditional business because I supposed to face someone and tell him or her that I'm a fashion designer.
Yes.
I can do it. So my power persuading them to make me to get the client close to me, to create Instagram accounts like known as Populisa Designer and showcasing my products.
Okay. And we all know that the art industry in Tanzania is continuing to develop, but there are some questions where many people are wondering that in the film industry and in the music industry, and also we come to the art and craft industry, those three industries which they deal all about with art, but all the art are a little bit different, whereby on your side you are in the industry whereby it deals with the fine art, and also we have the music industry and the film industry. But some people, they think the art and craft industry is left behind because we do not see more, let's say, maybe award ceremony for maybe best design, or they're not given much spotlight in their coverage of their products and maybe their services. What's your perspective on this and your opinion about it?
Okay, thank you. I think the government provided great support to the arts and craft industry.
Yes.
And there was the art organization known as TACA, I think, that do the arts and craft issues. But the problems is found to an artist themselves, because they used to hide their talent, or they are doing the art issues ordinary or traditionally. They don't want to show it to the people or to go to the art institution to show their talent. So I think the problem is from the artists themselves. But the government provided these supports and form the organization that can join an artist who are doing their handcrafts issues together in order to support their movement.
And on the side of your business, you have said that you have different kind of products that you have designed. Who are your most, let's say, customers in terms of the demographic? That is it the women? Is it the men? Is it children? Is it maybe teenagers? Who are your audience in general when it comes to the purchase of the goods and services that you offer to them?
Okay. Most of my clients is on adult, especially men from the 45 up to 60. That are my focused clients or targeted market, because I see they need to wear my clothes
Okay.
or to wear my products such as suit, founder suit in their meeting or in their some events. But as for girls, I used to create a handmade handbags and wallets for them. So I have two types of clients. Those adults who used to own the suit and founder suit, and for girls, those handbags. Also, batik I used to make for the both gender and different age. So it's like that.
And on the side of you've said also that most the old men from the age of 45 and beyond, and also the women also. So what sort of feedback do you get from them once maybe you have delivered the products to them? Maybe it can be a counter suit, or maybe for the ladies, maybe the handbags. What sort of feedback do you usually get from them?
Okay. The feedback from them, it's always in positive way because they are satisfied with my service. Also, they are happy and appreciate my honest to them, so that I get a most of positive feedback from them.
Okay. And we know in Tanzania, I mean, in the world in general, that there are more movements and there are more organizations that they're in the cause of making women to be known more and more better in their lives, and creating a sustainable way of life that is good for the women and uplifting women. Like here in Tanzania, we have seen our president, Her Excellency Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, whereby she organizes different events, and she always supports women in one way or the other. And coming to your side, you are a young lady who has started this business. What sort of challenges that you face individually as a lady in this industry in general?
Okay. A big challenge that I face in what I'm doing is the okay. Sorry. Most of people think that I'm not faithful, because when you take the measurement from them and I told them you are going to see the clothes,
Okay.
they don't think if you can come back and bring their product. So lack of faithful from the customers is a huge challenge that I face. Also, inadequate of the instrument for doing the craft, the art and craft, such as the modern instrument for making these handbags. Oh, yes, I think the modern instruments, because
In facilitating those
yes, in considering those work,
activities. Okay.
because most of my work I done by using hands.
Okay.
So sometimes I'm tired of doing this every time, but when I get the modern instrument that can help me to do it, I think it will solve the challenges.
So there are no people who are near you who are helping you. Do you usually work alone, or do you have someone who maybe helps you in one way or the other? Maybe handicrafting it or maybe sewing those clothes in general?
In the tailoring, I have the team that help me because most of the time I'm a designer and the person who cut the fabrics, but there are some people who help me in sewing that garment when I was far from there, or I have a lot of something to do, or I have a lot of issues to do. But in making those handbags and wallets, I'm the only one who do it.
And are there any challenges that you face maybe in your team, maybe when you are about to create maybe a certain product, maybe?
No,
As
I
usual?
work with them very nice. We get time to listen, understand each other.
Yes. And what are some of the biggest events that maybe you have had the chance of displaying those products or beautiful fabrics that you've made?
Okay, I've got a chance to participate in the fashion shows such as Red in Red. Also, when I was at University of Dar es Salaam, I got a chance to showcase my fashion, my garments as a designer, to showcase my collections.
Okay.
And in the research week at the University of Dar es Salaam, I got a chance to showcase my founder suits and other art material that I made.
Okay. And what are your hopes, aspirations, and dreams that you have on your business, or maybe on any other thing that is related to the handicraft and arts business that you're doing? What do you see yourself in maybe 5 or to 10 years to come?
Okay. I wish and I dream to be a famous fashion designer in this fashion design industry in Tanzania. And what I dream every day is to participate in Swahili Fashion Week shows as an upcoming designer, then as a best man. I want to get an award as a best man designer. So I think that's a good dream of mine.
And do you have anyone that you admire right now as a role model of the fashion industry that is maybe still alive and still working on their craft?
Yes, I admired a lot of fashion designers in Tanzania, such as Martin Kadinda and others.
Okay, and any final words for our viewers back at home? What do you say for the young men and women who are watching you, or maybe they say that, or maybe they have a desire to pursue the art and craft degree in the University of Dar es Salaam, or maybe any other related art industry, whereby we're in a society whereby most parents and guardians, they say that this kind of degree, it won't help you in any way or the other. What do you have to say?
Okay, I think I would advise the young men like me that they must follow their dreams or ambitions. Whether you want to be an artist, he or she does not have any kind of thing that can pull him down,
Yeah.
because what he loves can make him or her earn a lot of money more than being employed in any institution. As for me, I see the situation in my country. We graduate a lot of students,
Yes.
and most of them will face the challenge of getting employed.
Employed,
And after seeing that, I've decided to run my business or to run what I like in order to earn money
yes.
rather than staying at home depending on parents. So I would invite them to follow their dream or what they like.
Thank you very much, Lisa Stephen, for joining us today on the Mlimani Discussion Forum of Mlimani TV. Thank you very much.
Thank you too.
Dear viewers, that is the end of Mlimani Discussion Forum from Mlimani TV of the University of Dar es Salaam. You were with me, your host, Agai Imanubogo. Till next time, have a great day. Bye-bye.